You first saw how to bring over charts from Excel into PowerPoint to start building an infographic. Now what I want to do is give you some tips on how to bring the maps over from the different census mapping functions. For the moment, what I'm going to do is first add a new slide, and I'm just going to select a blank slide for now. Going over to the mapping functions, I'm going to first start with Social Explorer. Let's say we want to zoom in a bit closer to the northeast. Once I select the data I want to work with, let's say I want to focus on the 2000 census tract and I want to look at the race for Hispanic, percent Hispanic. I zoom in, I move my map as needed, and then you can select print. If you're working on a browser like Chrome, you automatically have the option to print this as a PDF. However, different browsers give you different options. I prefer to work with Chrome myself. What I would do then is go to File, Print, and with Chrome you will see a preview of the map. Underneath you see that you have the legend available, and this is something that we can use. So it does kind of footnotes for where the source of the data is coming from. You're going to save the PDF. I'm going to just right now, for easiness, save it on the desktop. And then returning to PowerPoint, you can do an insert and do a photo picture from file, and then going to my desktop where it is, I have Social Explorer with Legend and insert. I'm just going to show page 1 for now. So once I have this in here, I will be adding the footnote of where this is coming from at the very end of the infographic. So for now, what I want to do is crop this. And you can do this by selecting Format Picture, and you're going to see the menu for formatting, selecting the crop function, and then these little flat black areas allow you to bring the pieces in to where you want it to be and not necessarily show the entire image. So this is one of the simple ways that you can bring in the Social Explorer map, the Social Explorer map into PowerPoint. And then just click outside of that whole area and you can move it to where you need to. Okay, so that's Social Explorer. Now, returning to one of the other mapping functions, we have the mapping every city, every block. This one is a little bit different. I don't see an automatic print function. So what I would do is zoom into the area where I am interested in the map, and I would try to do a screen print. On a PC, you have a button that's called Print Screen. On a Mac, you simply use a select number of keys to print the image on the screen. So once I do that, it automatically goes to my desktop. So again, I could find it in my desktop. When you're using a PC, what you can do is do Control Paste, or paste it, or Control V, which is the keyboard shortcut for pasting. So again, I would go to Insert, Photo, Picture from File, and the screenshot I am using is called, it's this 19 a.m. one. I'm going to insert it, and simply again, I'm going to use cropping to focus in the area that I want. Crop, crop. Click outside so the borders disappear, and now I have another map. Of course, when you're working on your assignment, you would be focusing a little bit more closely on the specific neighborhoods, and you would be producing maps that are similar in terms of the area, not like my arbitrarily selected maps here. And lastly, let's go look at the Census Data Mapper. Now, I want to select my options here. Let's say it's race and Hispanic, and I want to change the color to pink. I want 5 classes, and I want quantile, make my map. Again, this one takes a few minutes. After a little bit, the map popped up, and this one has an option for save to PDF directly available in the mapping function. I'm going to, again, save it on the desktop, and what I'm going to do is then go over to PowerPoint and repeat the process of insert and then cropping. Because you'd be zoomed in, if you wanted to leave the little census block piece at the bottom, you could do that. With this one, you would be zoomed in a lot more, and you'd have the option, if you'd like, of keeping the legend. But again, what you can do is zoom into the map, and let's say we want to look at Florida. Click outside. Here we have Florida. Now, let's say I want to bring in the legend. What I could do is, again, do photo, picture from file, do the same, and then just crop it so that what I see is only the legend, and include that in my additional footnote piece that will be separate from the infographic proper. And then there I have my legend, which I can place anywhere I might want. So those are some simple ways of bringing in the mapping functions into a PowerPoint so that you may create your infographic. The next step will be drawing in some shapes and other types of graphics that may be useful to you as you build your infographic using census data. Thanks.